Hello there my fellow holotable heroes, and welcome to another Galactic challenge video. Hope you had a great week behind you and that you're looking forward to get your weekend started. But first we have a brand new Galactic challenge to take care of, where you have to use a squad of Inquisitors. Oh sorry, Hutt Cartel. Jokes aside, it looks like Hutt Cartel will be the new Inquisitor Galactic challenge, because it looks like from the data mine there will be weekly challenges. So we have one today and already another one scheduled up for the next Friday. So it seems like it's going to be a very frequent event with Hutt Cartel, similar like we had with Inquisitor. Now fortunately, unlike the modifier for Inquisitors that wasn't really useful, the Hutt Cartel modifier is absolutely brilliant. Even if you got some low gear Hutt Cartel, you should still be able to hopefully get max rewards here every single time. And on top of it all, with the Inquisitor we had that annoying purge feat as well, whereas here with Hutt Cartel we don't have the purge feat. We have thermal detonator feat, it looks like, which obviously you have other ways to do it, whereas with purge was only limited to the Inquisitor faction. So don't worry too much yet about Hutt Cartel. I think at least this first one is quite manageable, I think. So as always, I'll cover the modifiers, the feats, and then show you the battles, how I got max rewards, a few different options for you to choose from. If you're not interested in the initial details, you can skip through to the battles you're interested in. There'll be YouTube chapters below as always. Now I've got quite a few battles here for you, so first I'll do the full Hutt Cartel team, then I'll show you some teams, 2 teams for the thermal detonators and then 2 teams for stealth as well. So hopefully one of those teams will make it quite easy for you to get max rewards. But anyway, let's start off with the modifier, the Dune Sandstorm. So that's the modifier for Tatooine. So whenever anybody takes a turn, everybody gets damage over time applied on them. Now luckily these damage over time can be cleansed, so you know you can kind of survive long enough. So the player modifier permission, so this one for Hutt Cartel, it's absolutely brilliant. So as long as your leader has more than 100% protection, none of his allies can be defeated. And you know, AI is not very clever, they don't go straight for the leader, just kind of spreading the damage around. So actually this will allow, even if you got some low gear Hutt Cartel, as long as your leader is tanky, you should be able to get max rewards. And on top of it all, we've got some thermal detonator as well. There's synergy, so whenever a thermal detonator detonates, everybody gain protection up. So even, you know, those low gear characters, they'll be getting lots of protection up as well. It's definitely pretty excellent modifier here for Hutt Cartel. The modifier for the rebels, this one, they're getting the weak rebel modifier here. It doesn't really do a whole lot, to be honest, like the other one, where you know they can keep attacking over and over again. And that is a good thing they got a weak modifier, because look, we're having almost a proper CLS team here with CLS lead Han and Chewie, so definitely these guys pack a punch. Now in terms of the feat, obviously we have a Hutt Cartel feat, and then we have to apply thermal detonators 40 times. Well, attempt to apply thermal detonators 40 times. Even if it gets resisted, it doesn't matter. And then we have to complete the battle after gaining stealth at least 10 times. Again, many ways to do this, which I'll show you later on. Let's first kick off with the Hutt Cartel battle, of course. So I'm going with Cad Bane lead, because remember, as long as leader has more than 100% protection, the other guys cannot be defeated. So what I did was Cad Bane, I remodded him. I just put all defense mods on him and all protection primaries, so he has over 100k protection. So I think that will be more than enough that he can withstand a couple of AoEs. If you don't know, for Cad's leadership there, to get a contract you have to inflict 20 debuffs on enemies. Again, not going to be a challenge, I guess, at all. So pretty easy contract to trigger. And also from Cad Bane's unique payout there, whenever contract is triggered, he's getting 25% evasion, so he'll be dodging a lot, and whenever he dodges he actually inflicts a thermal detonator as well. It's definitely nice there, payout for Cad Bane that will help him evade those attacks. The other guys don't even matter. I just put in here Mob Enforcer, Greedo, as well as New Leia, because they all have some sort of thermal detonator ability. So I was hoping maybe I can get 40 thermal detonators applied with these guys as well, but it didn't quite work, so I had to find different ways to get it done. As you will see, it doesn't even matter, as long as your leader is tanky enough. The other guys, if they're low gear, enemy will just keep hitting them over and over again, and eventually they will get a lot of damage over times on them, and they will just die off. So we go, getting those thermal detonators spread whenever I get a chance. Okay, there we go. Oh, they're putting a few hits into Cat Bane there. Let's go ahead, stun Chewie. I was checking what his abilities do. Now, this special ability does actually inflict a thermal detonator, but it also then detonates thermal detonators. So I was trying to stall the battle, not detonate thermal detonators too quickly, because I didn't want these guys to die off too fast. Just, I was trying to stall here if I can get enough thermal detonators, but you can see as soon as those damage over times stack up, thermal detonators start going off. These guys just start dropping left and right, so it's going to be very challenging, I think, here to actually stall hard enough with this kind of team to get 40 thermal detonators applied. But maybe I was close, because I did have 14 there over on Lando, but without feed tracker still, obviously you have no idea how close I was. I did give it another couple of goes afterward just to see if I can get thermal detonators with this team, but I wasn't able to. So I moved onto a different team that can get thermal detonators and stuff as well. So they just completed now Hutt Cartel. Really, to be honest, very easy. I was really surprised just because AI is not very clever with who they're attacking. So this is my thermal detonator squad. We got Zam, Dengar, and Grido. They're obviously all applying thermal detonators. And the enemy packs a punch, so I did bring in Watt there for his stack. And then Malak as well, so he can put some fear on these guys. For Zam's lead, all you need to do is use special abilities, and whenever you do that, you will be inflicting thermal detonators, and contract will trigger once you inflict 20 thermal detonators on the enemies. So I had to restart this a few times until Han shot Malak. So this then put fear on Malak and Chewbacca. I put a tank tech over on Zam because she will be getting lots of turns, so she can keep self-cleansing those damage over times and survive long enough. Here I'm going to cleanse off buff immunity from Dengar so he can go into stealth. Now let's go ahead there, stun Luke, because he's a real threat. He can ignore taunt, to be honest, so I really want to get Luke out as quickly as I can. Let's get those thermal throwing. Also, with this last special ability from Zam, whenever you use that ability, she will land another thermal detonator on the enemy that already have it. So there we go, popped CLS, and now we just try to spread the damage, stall the battle here, and keep applying those thermal detonators. So let's see if we can get a stun on Chewbacca. Perfect. We'll see he's got an AoE that could do some damage as well. Let's just go ahead there. Again, spreading the damage here. Keep those thermals flowing. And there we go. And as you will see also, Zam and Dengar, they're both kind of regaining stealth here. And this then allowed me as well to gain stealth 10 times with this team also, which I wasn't actually expecting, but it was a nice surprise in the end to see that on top of thermal detonators, this team as well did get a stealth feat for me. So just trying to again stall here, trying to land more thermal detonators. Dengar then died off there from damage over times, as well as what, but doesn't matter. At this point I was able to land 40 thermal detonators, or at least 40, and as well gaining stealth 10 times, again without feed tracker. You just might have to do a couple of times until you get that done. Another option, if you do have Galactic Legend Rey, you can just throw in Jawas, even low gear Jawas, it doesn't even matter. They will just do whatever. Obviously you just want to keep putting lifeblood over on Scavenger, because as long as he's alive, whenever your Jawa allies are being hit, the enemies will keep stacking thermal detonators on them. So obviously without feed tracker, not sure did I get 40 or not, but I think I was pretty close. So this is I think quite an easy way to get it done. Hard to say really. They've got about now what, 6, 18 thermal detonators. Well, 4 more on Lando. So I don't know, am I up to 24, 30 already? So I'm pretty sure I got 40 here as well with his team. Alright, here we go. Well, down to only one Jawa. Let's go ahead, pop the ultimate, and let the enemy hit, hopefully Scavenger a few more times. There we go, for more thermal detonators applied. And that's it. Rey will unload her ultimate and finish off the rest of these guys. So again, I think that if you do have Rey and even low gear Jawas, I think it's another easy way to get thermal detonators complete. Now over to the stealth, couple of battles here for stealth. I actually Rey Jedi training with the droids. It's one of my favorite teams for stealth. So all you have to do here is use Oh My Goodness ability twice with C-3PO, and then smoke screen twice from R2, and that will be your stealth 10 times. There's a lot of control on this team with stuns, daze, turn meter removal, and also with the leadership from Rey. Whenever your resistance allies use special abilities, all exposed enemies will be losing 5% turn meter. Obviously, as long as Chewbacca is alive, you won't be able to critically hit Lando and Han, so you won't be able to end exposed on them that easy. So definitely target Chewbacca first. As soon as Chewbacca is down, then you can just go ahead as well, spread those exposes on Han as well as Lando, so you can keep removing, pushing back their turn meter. The reasons why I bring in here Resistance Trooper, because he can keep spamming his big attack over and over again, removing turn meter. He's gaining lots of bonus turn meter as well whenever somebody is exposed. And here you're just kind of spreading the damage, stalling the battle until you get your second small screen out as well, which was just now, and now you can just go ahead, finish up Han, and this would be your stealth 10 times feat as well. Another great team is with Sith. So if you use Maul lead, so with Maul lead, once you do have Zeta on him, whenever you evade or you're being critically hit, your guys will be gaining stealth. So again, I think this would be a very quick and easy way to gain stealth, because to be honest, everybody only start with stealth as well, so it's stealth 5 times, so just a few more critical hits, and you know, you will be getting this stealth feat in no time. Another good thing is here, obviously with the Sith triumvirate, because all this damage over time is being applied from the global modifier. Everybody's stacking, right, their stats, like Trey is stacking her offense, Nihilus is getting bonus turn meter, Cyan got defeated there, doesn't matter, we'll just keep going. So Nihilus is getting a lot of turns now, so he will very quickly get to his Annihilate. I did Isolate Luke, just, you know, so we a little bit slow him down. I'm just gonna go ahead and drain him, and you will see what Treyada will do now with all her stacking offense. Because of all the debuffs, she then just would simply one-shot Chewbacca, finished off their CLS. I'm just kind of a little bit spreading the damage here, trying to get stealth a few more times, because again, without feat tracker, no idea, but I'm pretty sure I got stealth 10 times as well here. So there you go, guys, that's all the battles here I wanted to share with you today. So to be honest, don't be frightened by Hutt Cartel looks like challenges. We'll see what kind of enemies we get, but versus a team like this, it wasn't too challenging at all, because they just kept going after you know, those weaker allies instead of going after the tanky leader, my Cad Bane, and it was very easy and straightforward. The modifier for Hutt Cartel is absolutely brilliant, really fun, unlike the Inquisitor one. Thank you for watching, guys, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.